Good afternoon, church. Pastor Craig here once again. Midweek greeting. Happy Wednesday to you. Great to be able to share a few thoughts with you. I want to begin this afternoon by saying thank you to all who took part in the annual meeting last night. It was great to be able to gather together. Sure, not the same as if we were all in the sanctuary together, but we had a higher attendance last night at the meeting than we've had for the last couple of years, and a higher percentage of members taking part in that meeting than perhaps we've had for a long time. And so it was great to be able to gather together. And I appreciate the fact that many people put a lot of time and effort into figuring out how to make it possible for us to have that hybrid meeting of people who were taking part on Zoom, but also who were taking part in the sanctuary and being able to communicate together, to be able to do the voting. Thank you to all who put in so much extra time and effort to make that possible, and to those that came out and helped on the evening running all of the equipment that needed to happen behind the scenes. I look forward to next year when we'll be able to gather in person, but for this year, it's good to have been able to meet. And I appreciate the attitude that was present at the meeting as we were able to truly celebrate some of the things that God has been doing in the midst of this year when changes have needed to happen and things can't happen the way we would like. But also, I appreciate the willingness of each person to be part of making decisions as we look to the future. And I look forward to seeing what God has in store for us. My apologies to those of you for whom the technology did not work as well as we'd hoped. I understand there were some that were not able to get on at all. There were some that were able to get on but had very poor connections. I wish the technology worked 100% of the time, but unfortunately that's not always the case. And so I'm sorry for those that were not able to take part in the way they would have liked to, but I'm grateful for those that were able to and that we were able to have that meeting. I would appreciate your prayers for our new elders board that was elected last night, as they will begin meeting shortly and begin making decisions and planning things to carry out some of the decisions that were made by the congregation last night. And so please do be in prayer for our new elders board as they begin. And I wish God's blessing to those that have served this last year on the elders board. One of the neat things about a church family is the way in which we can gather together to grow. And even though we can't gather together in worship services on Sunday morning as we would like to or have been able to in the past, we are still able to gather in other ways. We've got our Bible studies that continue to go, and it's thrilling to see how many people are taking part in Bible studies. Our women's study on Monday night, our men's study on Wednesday night, our seniors study on Tuesday mornings, our young adult study that happens Thursday night, which, by the way, if you've been thinking of joining that group, they're starting a brand new study this week. It would be a great time to jump in and join them. And a brand new study that is going to be starting up the first week of March is our junior high Bible study. And so glad that we're able to begin having that. It's also great to see the way in which families are gathering together to study God's Word, and the way in which Pastors Club has provided opportunities for kids of all ages to discuss what we're talking about on Sunday mornings and to learn that way. But I want to invite us this morning to embark on a journey together of growth in our walk with the Lord that involves a video series on Right Now Media. Leading up to Easter, on the 5 weeks before Easter, I would invite us all as a church family to take part in a video series that's called Easter by J.D. Greear. If you do a search on Right Now Media and just simply search for Easter, you will find this particular video. It is a 5-week series that has 5 videos, each being between 12 and 14 minutes long. But the neat thing about this series is it also contains a study guide that you can download if you would like more details about the teaching that's given. There is a family guide, which you can download if you're going to do this together with your family, with discussion questions and activities that you can do together. Or if you're doing this as an individual, there is a devotional guide that is available that you can download as well. And so I want to invite all of us as a church family to take part in this together. Let's learn together as we sit at the feet of J.D. Greear as he teaches from the Gospel of Matthew some thoughts about what has Jesus done for us and how do we fit into the story of Easter. And so some great teaching there based on the Gospel of Matthew. And so once again, that's on Right Now Media. Just simply search for the title Easter and you will find this particular video. And if you start it a week from now, anytime during next week and do one a week, That will take you through until Easter. If you don't have access to Right Now Media, I would encourage you to contact the church office, and Bev can get you signed up for that. This is a resource that's available to anybody who's connected with our church and want to make that available to you, and hopefully you will take advantage of this. Not only is this video on there, but there's over 22,000 videos that are available for all ages. My apologies to the parents that are getting sick and tired of the theme song for Bible Man. I understand that one's pretty popular with the kids right now. But hey, great that they're engaging with some material that teaches them about God's Word, but more importantly, teaches them about growing in their relationship with God. So let's go on this journey together. I'm thrilled for the ways in which we are able to continue to gather together. I'm thrilled for the ways in which we can focus on discipleship and growing together. And my hope is that this will just simply be another resource that we can make available, that we can make use of, and that God will use this video series to teach us all about what it means to intentionally becoming people who embrace and reveal God's love. I look forward to worshiping with you on Sunday. We'll be finishing up the series that we've been taking a look at those two action words in our purpose statement, embrace and reveal. This Sunday, we're going to take a look at what does it mean to declare God's love. And then we'll have one more sermon after that, and then we'll actually finish that series on our purpose statement. And so hopefully you'll be able to join us on Sunday morning, either online or in person. For those that have received their invitation, hopefully you're able to make it. We can only have 30 people in the building, but we're trying to do our best to have 30 people. And so when you get that email invitation, hopefully you're able to join us. And if you're not, that's okay. But we do want to make that available until over the next few months. Everyone should be getting an invitation at some point to be able to attend. And for those that can't be there in person, well, we've always got online, and we can continue to worship that way. And so I look forward to worshiping together with you on Sunday. In the meantime, have a great week. Let's be the church God has called us to be.